But the back air. It's got a strong and weak hitbox. He's got a reverse hitbox for it. It's really hard to get the reverse strong hitbox, but it can be done. You can't really follow up too much after you do a back air as well, unless people are DIing in and you can do like 2, especially off stage. But all right, so I guess that covers that. His neutral air, not very good at all. I think it's definitely his worst move. Sometimes if the person isn't paying attention, you can like do it into a grab or something. I only really use it ever if I'm like coming back and I'm gliding, just to catch the person off guard so they don't like attack me. It's very crouch cancelable. I don't recommend using it at all. And all right, so I'll just move on to his up air. His up air is actually kind of tricky, because what a lot of people don't know, when you see people do the combos with Pit where they juggle them for a long time with the up air, they're using the sour spot of the up air, so you don't knock the person away as far, because the strong hitbox actually sends them away, like to the right or left. So like if you want them to go up, you got to get all sour spots, because if you get the strong one, it sends them away. And the easiest way to get the sweet or the sour spot is to just, I like to fast fall it, and it works a lot better. And you can tell between the strong hit and the weak hit. But that's how all of his do the up air combos. You got to get the sour spot more than anything else. And it'll be like, I guess like if a Captain Falcon wanted to keep going for soft knees compared to hard knees. I guess that's like the level of kind of how hard it is to get this the weak spot compared to the strong one. The strong one actually does kill after a while. See, and but yeah, you can keep leading with the weak ones until you get the up B that you want, and it's probably your best choice on fast fallers actually, because they can't really come out of it. All right, I guess that covered. Oh no, his down air. I think I'm the only Pit that actually uses the meteor hitbox on this down air. And it's definitely not a spike. It's one of the easiest. I don't even know if you can call it a meteor. It just sends at a down, like a down angle. But you can like come out of it pretty instant. It's like right. It's really hard to explain where it is. Okay.
Yeah, isn't it like right at the end of his sword?
Okay,
yeah, like right there.
So there we go. I'm trying to move it. Try to get it directly in the middle, like right there, like right at the tip top of where the sword is. I know people can't see me pointing at the TV screen, but it's like right at the tip top of his little blade. And there's also, yeah, because I think it's all around his blade at the very tip. And I know sometimes I hit it when they're under me, but I never try to. The only time I try to get it is when they're at the little tip-top spot above me, because that's usually the easiest. Oh. But otherwise, his down air is really a good combo move. You can usually get more than one down air off, except for Samus because she's kind of floaty. Yeah, if you get the down air like on them, they go straight up, and if you get it like outside of them, they go to the side more until you can get that meteor hitbox. Yeah, that's like really easy to do. You don't even have to meteor cancel it. You can just wait for the hit stun to go away. That's why I don't even know if it's a meteor. It doesn't kill for a very long time. Anytime I get the meteor, I haven't really tested what to do after it. I just go straight into edge guard position. So like if I get it off stage, I'll go right to the edge, or I'll try to throw an arrow down there. That was not down there. Yeah. Yeah, that might help a little bit. I'll hit it one day. All right, let's do this. Let's switch character. All right. Actually, do like Marth. Yeah. It's a little hard to get it on Fox right away because he falls so fast, and you need them to be like over you.
2, 1, go!
And it's like that easy for them to come out of it. Another trick is if you do it on stage, you can tech chase after it. But it leads to like so much. But you can also, that's another way people use Pit's aerials. They'll run in and back up with the down air because it covers so much ground. And you can usually follow up with that whatever you want. You can also do the forward air, down air. Also, I didn't say this, but you can do forward air, back air to try to cover like everything. Like if you want to protect yourself. But yeah, his down air. There is a spot under it, spot above it. Also, it has that knockback when they're at low percent. Oh, Roy's on. So you can get the grab after. See, like you made it on stage. That's how weak that is. So I would be willing to argue that it's not a meteor. It just sends you downward. Okay, so I guess I got to do his normals over. So up tilt, you can usually follow up. It's really quick with a lot of, or like no cooldown. You can follow up like up tilt, up B, and it works, especially if the person doesn't DI. You can do up tilt to any other aerial usually, and then keep the combo going. His down tilt, crouch cancel move. I don't know if it can actually be out crouch cancel. I don't think it can. And you can get the, oh man, that's not it. Down tilt to up B, and it kills really early. Also, the down tilt is not a spike. It is a meteor, and it's like right on the inside, like where my foot is. That's what I always aim for. So like if you're, because you can see your foot off the stage, especially when you do it. So if they're on your foot, then you got it. It's like you're kind of stepping on their head. And, otherwise, it just pops them into the air, and they can recover pretty easily after it. His jabs, really fast. The multi-hitting jabs. It actually does have a hitbox behind him where you can see like the end of the blades reaching behind them. It's like really hard to crouch cancel. You'll just keep taking a bunch of percent. I've like never been beat out of this before, so I don't know if that's 100% like accurate, but I don't think you can crouch cancel it. Maybe some people can who's like really good. Maybe like Samus or Rob or something. His forward tilt, a lot of good knockback. One of his fastest moves. You can aim it up or down. I was going to say his back tilt, but that's the same as the forward tilt. Okay, and we talked about the aerials. Do I need to go over the smashes again? Okay. Okay, up smash, really good kill potential. You can smash the eye. The backwards hitbox isn't as big. Really good up out of shield. You always want to hit them in front of you because it drags them in a little bit at the same time. Forward smash, multi-hitting, good knockback. I wouldn't really recommend using it because people can smash the eye. And also, you can't really follow up after the first hit if you do hit them with it. Down smash, really good. Sends at the front hit sends at an angle. The down hit sends more up than anything. But you can crouch cancel it for when you're at low percent and you're trying to get that kill. And it should work. That covers all his ups or his smashes again. So Oh, yeah, the specials, yeah. Woo. Okay, up B. His up B has a lot of kill potential. You can do it out of shield. It's really good out of shield when you're dealing with pressure because it covers a lot of space. I think it's better than the up smash out of shield because you can hit them behind you. It's actually pretty fast. I like never use it when I'm getting pressured, but I should probably start. Everybody knows that up B kills, and you want them to be like, you want them to be directly over the shield when you use it, and you can also B reverse it, of course. I see a lot of people talk about how it's hard to get the sweet spot with the up B when it's really actually pretty simple. You just want to get right there in that golden arrow, right where the shield is. Anything in that shield area right there where the gold light is, that's the sweet spot. And if you get too close, you actually can go through the person and it won't hit them. So you want them to be like over you. I mean, if you hit them with a sweet spot when you're trying to go for the kill, it's still pretty safe because you'll knock them away. And you should be able to beat them down before they can get to you. One thing a lot of people don't know is that you can glide twice with Pit. But only if you glide once off the ground. You can only glide once in the air. But if you glide, like if you glide out to go get them, you can glide right back. And you still have all your jumps, which I wouldn't be surprised if they took out of the game, because Pit's the only person who can keep his jumps after his glide. Like Charizard, if he gets hit during his glide, he can no longer jump. Pit still can use all 3 of his jumps. I don't really see too many people go out with the glide, even though it's kind of smart. Also with the glide, you get a lot of vertical mobility. If you go way down and then jump. Like, let's see if I can even make it down here like this. I can't. If I go down there and just jump and up B, I won't make it. But if I go way down there and glide and then jump and then up B, he like makes it on stage. So that goes really far, and it catches a lot of people off guard when you do that because he gets a little boost from it. Also, you can glide into your aerials. You can jump out of glide and do an aerial, which is also really good, so you can trick your momentum. I guess I should say Wings of Icarus, because that's what it's actually called. You can sweet spot with it, especially if you want to edge hog. You can't really tell that I'm doing it. That was a fail. Especially if you go way out. You can also cancel it with B. So you can land behind them and grab them. Just like if somebody's sitting in their shield. See if I can pause it. Okay. I don't even know if I sweet spotted it, but I did not. And also, you can just glide into the ledge, like if somebody's sitting there, like go onto the edge. If they're just sitting there, you can just glide into the edge until they get up, usually. Which a lot of people don't know. And then since you've got so many jumps, you can just, if they sit there forever, you can just jump and then get your up B. And you should be safe. Also, another thing a lot of Pits don't do is his actual glide attack, which is different than all his other moves. Is you just hit Z whenever you're gliding. A lot of people don't do it because it's not like super good. And it's kind of hard to follow up after it. It doesn't kill at all. Like, you're at 115 and you go like nowhere. So I guess you can use it. I mean, it all depends on what kind of Pit you are. If you want to use it, go ahead. You just got to figure out how to follow up with it since it won't kill even at really high percent. His arrows. Actually, I'll do the mirror shield first. His mirror shield actually turns people around if they attack it when I pull it out. Actually didn't turn you around. And then I just got hit. Just like that. You can actually get some people's recovery with it. Yeah, do Fox. I've actually tried to use the mirror shield on some people's recovery. It works on Bowser. I tried it on DK once, and it didn't work. He just, like, turned back around and kept slapping me, which kind of sucked. I know it works on Ness and Lucas. It works on Charizard's Glide. So, like, it was actually a really old video that I saw where a pit would jump off stage. I can't remember who it was. But they would jump off stage while the Ness and Lucas were trying to recover and then do the shield. And it would hit them and just turn them right around. It also reflects projectiles. And Pit says it's a little nice try. It doesn't stay out forever. I think that's about 3 seconds. And then it's just done. You can't really do anything after it. You can glide into shield. You can glide and then B-reverse it. Other than that, there's not too many uses for it. It's not like as good as Mario's cape or anything like that. Okay, his arrows. What a lot of people don't know is that his arrows decrease over time. So if you reflect it and come back, it'll probably do no damage to me. Oh, it did. Okay. Well, it works here, but on a lot of stages, or especially if people perfect shield it, it won't do any damage when it gets back to you. So, like, if you're going after a Ness or Lucas or something off stage, and they're reflecting it, I just continue to shoot because you're only healing them 1%, if anything, and you have more of a chance of disrupting them than anything else. Honestly, it's not hard to direct the arrows. I use them anytime anybody's off stage, unless they're close. And I also use them on stage. I'll be attacking, I'll wave dash back an arrow. I never try to hit the person where they are. I try to hit where I think they're going to go. So if I think they're going to jump, I'll aim up. You can just twist it. Oh, whoa. You can twist it enough to go down. You can loop it, of course. A little trick a lot of people don't know is you can have two. I'm not very good at it. We're so close. Hold on. All right, well, you can get two out. I'm not going to sit here and practice it. But you can usually arrow and then aerial, as you've seen, usually Armada do. Zero doesn't do it too much because he usually just goes out there and bodies them with forward air. But there are times when you should arrow between aerials. And, like, especially if you're, like, dealing with somebody like Lucario or something, you don't want to aim right at them. You want to wait until you know you can hit them. Like, you want to wait for Lucario to, like, do his down B and then go for him. And, of course, it has a little bit of knockback. The more damage, the more knockback it has. And more stun. You can curve it around the stage. That's one thing I like to do whenever I'm really, really high. I'll just shoot one down to try to cover me. And just that little bit of hit stun can throw your opponent off. One thing I never see any pit do, besides me, is aim them up. And you can continue combos while you're in the air with it. So, like, if they're not paying attention, they get hit by it, you can follow up with a B or whatever. I think that's about it with his arrows. Pretty much, you just need to practice his arrows. That's all it is to it, to get the angles you want. See if I can do it. Yeah, so you can have more than one out. It's not really helpful. It's just more of a little trick. Okay, I think I'll go into like some little secret advanced things that Pit has that aren't really helpful, but I guess they make you look cool. One thing that I was talking about is the glide behind and grab, because you can cancel your glide. A lot of people don't. Pit's wave dash isn't actually all that good, but he also has a moonwalk, which nobody uses. You have to walk and do the moonwalk. You can't run, and you can get a little boost on your jump from it. Kind of like the spaceys there. That's about as far as you go. Not really useful, but in case you want to show off, you can do it. This is a little. Oh, whoa. This is a little trick I like to do by the edge. You're invincible until after your blades go away, so you can continue to sit here. You can do any aerial after it and re-grab. And if they get close enough, they'll get hit. Then you can just go on stage and do whatever. You can do forward air. Up air even works. Neutral. You just can, and you're not, the hitbox and the invincibility will cover you until after the blades are completely gone. And that's the only time you can get hit. You can also continue to do the wings of Icarus into the edge from the edge. Just continue to do it over and over again. I never really do that. I'd rather do this. He has an okay. Webb's laying down the law. He does have an invincible wave dash on stage. It's a little hard to do. I've messed it up before in tournament. It sucks, but it's really good if you can get it down. Just like that. What else was I going to say? I guess I'll go into character specific since I don't have too much time left. Yeah. Oh, yeah, grabs. Let's talk about grabs. Good call. His back throw, it just spins you around like a little dance. I really only do it to get people off stage. Otherwise, it's not really necessary because you can't get a follow-up. So, like, sometimes just to catch people off guard, I'll just do that. And then go after them. Forward throw. That's about all that does. You can't really get a follow-up out for that either. Up throw is actually pretty good on the spaceys and fast fallers. I'm failing at this though. A lot of people don't know about this because a lot of people just focus on the down throw. I think it, from what I was told, it actually works over 100. So once you're done with the down throw chain grab, you can actually do this one. Yeah, but I suck at that one. You can get a follow-up on the spaceys after it. If you don't trust your down throw enough, I'm just kill you. What a lot of people don't know about the spacey matchup is actually, I'm going to talk about this a little bit. On Smash boards, before Apex 2014 happened, I was practicing a lot with Pit. And I went to Smashboard saying that Pit has a chain grab on the spaceys with his down grab. And I'm not going to say who it was, but they didn't believe me. And I think they were actually in the PMBR. And then Apex came on, and Armada started chain grabbing all the spaceys. And everybody was like, what? How'd he do that? And I was like, I told you guys a long time ago. Like, nobody wanted to listen. But the tricky thing about this is this chain grab actually doesn't start until like 30%. Otherwise, they just fall too fast. Unless you don't DI anywhere, then I can re-grab you. Unless I run forward. But, like, now the chain grab starts. But you got to be, like, really ready. Whew, fail. All right. And it lasts for, I usually stop at 100. Because then you can get any follow-up you want, really. See, and that was a strong hitbox. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Spaceys can do something at this percent out of the down throw. Yeah, but it doesn't work until like 20 or 30%. Yeah. One thing I like to do with the chain grab, I just started doing it, is pummeling, because it adds that extra percent. And that way, if you don't trust your grabs that much, you can do that, and you'll pick up the extra percent quicker, so you don't have to grab as much. And then when you get them up here, you can just kind of do whatever you want. The secret to actually, let's get off of the Spaceys now. Go to DK. What a lot of people don't know is that Pit has like chain grabs on unbelievable characters that you don't think he would. One of them is DK. I don't actually know how long it lasts, but he can down grab them for a while. And I think that's when it stops, around 30. But once you get to that percent, you can do like anything you want after it. Like you do forward air and re-grab. Stab reset. Down there. Get off my ledge. Yeah, but like he can, some of the characters I know he can chain grab. You can chain grab all of the fast fallers. It doesn't work forever. I think Lucas, if they DI correctly, you can only do 3 re-grabs before you have to start doing aerials. You can also chain grab Toon Link. I don't really know what like constitute Pit being able to chain grab them, but it happens. I actually played De La Soul here, and he didn't know that I could do it, and he kind of got tore apart by the fact that I could. And then if you don't feel comfortable chain grab, you can just do aerials into re-grabs. Also, I think FD is Pit's best stage because his combos like last forever. And also, I think Pit does really good against the bigger characters, except for can I make it? Nope. A lot of the bigger characters, because they can't attack quickly enough between the grabs and the aerials. The only one I've been able to see do it is Bowser with his Nair. But like DK has a hard time with it. See, he can air dodge, but he won't get very far. Let's try forward air. Also, Pit's down grab, since that's what I was talking about in the first place, Pit's down grab is easily his most reliable thing in the game. When you are playing somebody, that's like really what you want to go for. So you do a lot of dash dancing and a lot of aerials until you can get that down grab, because of course they can't crouch cancel it, and you get so many follow-ups from it. Whenever I started practicing, my main point was to do at least 50% anytime I got a grab. Or anytime I touched them, that was my main point. And for people who don't know, you really just want to DI out and away. From you can DI up and away, you can DI down and away. Because if you DI in, you're just going to get hit by up B, and that's not what you want. See, for that, I have to work at least a little bit to try to get a forward air. But if you just DI up or you DI behind me, you go straight up, and then I can hit an up B. I'll just put some damage on you. Even like that, if you don't DI all the way away, I can still get an up B because you're not going very far. You want to DI as far away as possible. Because up B is one of Pit's strongest kill moves. And I can, oh, rest in peace headphones users. But I can guarantee any Pit they're waiting for that, especially when you're at kill percent, they're waiting for that one time when you don't DI away so they can up B you. I can guarantee it. That's all they look for because that's all they talk about. But, yeah, his down grab, I think it's one of the best grabs in the game. People say it's Sheik's grab from Melee, which it is not. It's better than Sheik's grab in Melee. Because Sheik's grab couldn't, like, chain grab the spacies or anything. It doesn't lead to, like, millions of percent combos. See, like, that was a 50% combo. I would have been happy with that. But I think you should easily be able to get, like, 50% to 60 to death with one grab from Pit. And I think any other good Pit would actually tell you that at the same time. See, now I lost my train of thought. Oh, the down grab. Yeah, he chain grabs almost every fast follower. He chain grabs Captain Falcon to hell. But, I'll talk about the matchups. A lot of the matchups, I think, are not very good for Pit. Despite being able to have, like, chain grabs and stuff on certain people, I think Fox is a terrible matchup for Pit. In the spacey order, I think it goes Fox, Wolf, Falco. I think Falco does the worst out of the three, but still does pretty good. It's just as long as you know how to smash DI Falco's combos, he can't really do too much. Fox easily is the #1 because he can actually, if he wants to run away and spam lasers, there's not too much you can do about it. You can try to shoot an arrow, you can try to reflect, but in the end, it's like it's not a winning battle. You got to get to him before he gets to you, and you just can't let it go once you get him. Okay. Wolf actually, I think Wolf does pretty good against Pit because he's like the perfect weight for him. And actually, things are a little tougher for Wolf with the chain grab and stuff because he's the fastest faller in the game. So things are a little later. But like Wolf's combos work really well on Pit. What was I about to say? Also, green's an ugly Pit color. I always go red. Yeah, Pit chain grabs Captain Falcon like crazy and gets plenty of follow-ups. Any character without a projectile is going to struggle against Pit. Like Wario, I think Wario struggles really hard against Pit because Pit can put up a wall of aerials, and Wario can't do that much against it. I think I'm just biased with Mario. I think Mario's the best character in the game. Mario does pretty good against Pit. Luigi's an interesting matchup. What a lot of people don't know is that Pit's up air has, you actually have to get the sour spot or the weak spot, but his up air actually beats Luigi's like down air and there when he's trying to come down out of the sky. But you got to do it like quick enough. But a lot of people don't know that. It actually took me a while to learn it. I learned it like a few weeks ago when I was playing Sago. So you don't have to be scared of a Luigi, because I used to actually be scared of Luigi because he hurts so much. But you can out-prioritize him when he's above you. Actually, for a lot of the, I didn't say this, for floaty matchups, actually go back to Peach. There was only, I believe there was only one character that I wasn't able to get a follow-up off of the down grab, and that was Rob. I think it was a mix of his weight and floatiness. But when you fight floaty characters and you do down grab, especially after a while, you can't really get forward air on them. So you want to go for up air instead, because they can't get away from that. It lasts for a pretty good while. You can't really combo them, I mean, because they're a floaty. I mean, but you're a floaty too, so you should know. They're still the same to edge guard. A little harder to gimp, but they're easy to kill. You can't really get down throw up B unless they like that, unless they're DIing not the proper way, which is behind or up. Yeah, but so any floaties you want to do up air instead of forward air, and just have to injure combo early. You got to know when to injure combo. Bowser's, he's a big character, so you can usually combo him to death, but you got to be quick about it because he can't get out his nair fast enough. You can usually combo Yoshi pretty good before his nair comes out, and he has the same thing as Luigi, where your up air can beat anything when he's trying to come down. We talked about DK. I think Diddy's actually an easy matchup for Pit. Diddy has the tools to beat Pit, but Pit can chain grab Diddy, and Pit combos Diddy pretty easily, and Pit's probably has one of the easiest times to edge guard Diddy, which is a lot of people's problems. You can just keep shooting arrows at Diddy until his barrels are gone and he can't come back. Captain Falcon. I actually think Captain Falcon beats Pit if the Falcon knows what he's doing. Kind of like Falcon Melee, where Falcon kind of destroys the floaty because he can just up air, knee. But once you get Falcon, you can do like a good amount of damage on him. Ice Climbers, I have like no experience in that matchup. I don't really know who does, but I'd imagine Pit could probably do pretty good by spacing aerials. And since Pit doesn't have to come down for a while with all his jumps and his glides, you don't really have to worry about grabs too much. Zelda is the same thing as Peach. She's a floaty, so you have to up air instead of forward air. Okay, I'll speed through these. Up air. Up air instead of forward air. You can deal with Zelda pretty easily because your blades clink with the fireballs if they try to put them down, and they'll disappear. And you can arrow her while she's up B in, which helps a lot. I think Sheik and Pit are pretty even. You can combo Sheik pretty good, but I think if you don't recover high with Pit, which are glide like way high, I think Sheik can probably edge guard you better than anybody else in the game with needles and aerials. Link and Pit. I think Link beats Pit, but I think it's probably like 55-45. I wouldn't say it's like heavily for Link. He can nair out of combos really quickly, but one thing that I found out is if you down throw him, you can do down air and then do fall and up air, which works really good against him. You just gotta stay in space and not let him boomerang. Toon Link, you can chain grab Toon Link, little known secret, and do areas on him. Disrupt his ADTs and you should be fine. I think Ganondorf loses horribly to Pit. Horribly. I think it's probably like I think it's like 80-20. Because Ganondorf can't chain grab Pit. Ganondorf struggles against anybody with a projectile, especially one as good as Pit's. And once you get Ganondorf like in his face, he can't do too much about it. Mewtwo, I don't have too much matchup experience with this. I played Chaos in Aurelia a few times. I think Pit does okay against Mewtwo. You just gotta watch out for fair. Lucario gets comboed by Pit. I think it's hard for Lucario. Pikachu gets comboed. Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff actually gets wrecked by Pit because you can down throw and then do anything immediately. I think Pit beats Squirtle. You just got to catch him out of the air and disrupt his side B. Ivysaur gets comboed by Pit because of how floaty she is. Charizard is actually kind of hard for Pit because of his range and how quick his moves come out. Okay. Samus. Samus is the same thing as Zelda and Peach. You got to do down throw, up air. Zero Suit and Pit, I think, is pretty even. I think it just depends on who has the momentum, really. Lucas, you can chain grab Lucas and do all your down throw, like down airs into follow-ups or whatever you have. Lucas is kind of hard to edge guard because they go for the tether a lot and they can air dodge and tether. So arrows don't stop him too much, but he's not impossible to edge guard. Ness is probably one of the easiest characters to edge guard with Pit because the arrows mess him up so much when he's trying to edge guard. If he's trying to up B, you can hit him with your arrow. You can also hit his PK Thunder with your arrow, which makes it go away. Pip versus Pit. I think it's really just who gets the first down grab, and that's pretty much it. Kirby versus Pit. I think Pit actually beats Kirby. Kirby can't duck like any of Pit's moves, including his grab, which a lot of Kirbys try to do, and you can follow up on Kirby. Meta Knight and Pit, I think this match is pretty even. They kind of combo the mess out of each other. Pit can chain grab Meta Knight. Meta Knight can get re-grabs on Pit, depending on DI. I think if the Meta Knight's smart enough, then the Meta Knight can beat the Pit. And I think it just depends on who's playing better that day. I think this is a horrible matchup for DDD. I think Pit can disrupt all his little Waddle Dee tricks with arrows. And once Pit gets in on DDD, he doesn't have any fast enough moves to stop Pit from getting off of him. I think this matchup's pretty even. I think I just lose it really badly because I get outranged, and I don't know what to do about that. But from what I talked to Metroid, he thinks it's pretty even too. You can combo Ike like any other middleweight using down throw and forward airs. Marth, I think this is pretty even too. I think Pit might have a slight edge because he can edge guard Marth better than Marth can edge guard him. Oro actually said one time, this is back when I played Marth, but he's like, why do you even play Marth if you play Pit? Because Pit's a Marth with wings and who can go out there and fly and has an arrow. And he's right. I think that's the only thing that gives Pit the little advantage he has against Marth. Roy versus Pit. I think Pit actually wins this. You can chain grab Roy because he's a fast faller, and you get so many follow-ups. And as long as you stop him before he gets to his up B, he's pretty edge guardable with arrows. Olimar, I don't know much about fighting against Olimar, but I know you can do down throw forward air regrabs on him like a lot of the other characters. That's about all I know. Rob, like I said, Rob from playing Kurt Q, the only person I know that I couldn't get a follow-up after down throw. I guess he DI'd away and moved away fast enough, but I would try to down throw him in forward, or not forward air, up air, because he's a floaty, and I still couldn't catch him. Game & Watch, I think Pit beats Game & Watch. I think you just got to watch out for Game & Watch's strong moves and outspace him, and he can't really do too much. Pit Snake, I've done this matchup a lot of times. I guess Professor Pro is really good, and maybe Armada's not too used to it, but I think Pit beats Snake pretty handily, as long as you don't get caught by like the Trank or anything like that, because Pit can combo Snake really well and edge guard him pretty good since his up B doesn't really save him from like arrows and whatnot. Sonic and Pit, I think Sonic beats, or no, I do not think Sonic beats Pit. I think Pit beats Sonic. You can combo Pit, or man, I must really want Sonic to win. You can combo Sonic pretty easily with down throw, like any other character like Marth, or they're about that same weight. I think that's all I have for Pit. Pit does lose to random. That's a well-known fact. I think that's all I have for Pit. I think I covered all his moves and such, his little tricks. All right, so I'm all done. Thank you guys for tuning in. I think we're going to have, if not a crew battle, I think we're going to do a Meta Knight tutorial next. Thanks for watching. I'm 5-1. Told what to do by Webs.